Yes, people, we're back again with another top 10 Premier League, well, some kind of position, left back, right back, everything in one today. Big up Roland, Ed, Vibes, and well, that guy down there. We don't mention his name. That other guy, we don't talk about him.
You ace, man.
I mean, we still ain't talking about you, just to let you know.
It's no hablas inglés. Don't know.
Big up to realist, man.
Yeah, man. What y'all saying? Everyone had a good day today? Everyone's good?
Yeah, man, just finished work, innit? You know what I'm saying? Had some food ready for this one.
Yeah, this is
Yeah, I've had a good week. Yes, it's all good.
I can't hear really this oral. What?
Oh, no, Ed's gone again, fam.
Oh, bloody yeah,
They
this
couldn't
is
hear us.
Steve, innit?
Internet's got him again.
What about now? Can you hear us now, Ed?
Can you hear us? Can you hear us, Ed? No, I don't think.
The debuts not debut.
Ask me if you can hear y'all though.
Ed, can you hear us? Can you hear us?
Oh,
Ed, can you hear me?
You hear no one now.
Yeah, I don't think you can hear us still.
Yeah, big up the man them in the chat. Yeah, a little technical difficulties. You know,
he said he can hear me on Brush though.
Yeah.
Live. You know how live stuff it happens sometimes. Man, yo, this guy's violating, you know. Yeah. Don't worry, we get it sorted. We get it sorted because based on the background conversation, yeah, this is going to go proper left. This is going to go proper left. Isn't that right, Brush?
Not really. I don't know what you're talking about.
This is the stream. Brush gets cooked and midfielders don't go anywhere.
No one's getting cooked nowhere.
Yo,
yeah,
Brush,
listen, you and Steve Finnan, yeah?
Nah.
Five-a-side.
No one's getting cooked. No one's getting cooked.
Because I know you're gonna come with one left field pick, yeah, and you're getting cooked for that, bro.
It's not gonna be left field because it's a combined 10. I've gone 5-5 each. There's no wild selections and 5 left backs and 5 right backs.
Right, see, look how calculated he did it.
This guy
I tried to make it 10-10, but the rest of them didn't want to do it 10-10.
Yeah, because listen, you had Cancelo on top 10 right backs. He's not getting in top 10.
All right then.
Jamie Carragher's not getting there. Steve Finnan, I told you his brother's probably better.
Steve Finnan was a good player. Shout out to Steve Finnan.
Nah, he's back with the Steve Finnan thing.
Man.
This guy had a good play, you know. I told you no one remembers him.
Nah, man.
Yeah, just because you don't remember, don't mean he was a good player.
Nobody
guys
remembers him.
like Lee Dixon would get no respect with you.
Wait, one time, what you saying, Ed? You hearing us now?
Yeah, I think so. I could only hear Vibes and Brush. I don't know what was going on.
Damn.
Wait, Ed, can you hear us now? You can hear us, isn't it?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Yeah.
Brilliant.
So basically, yeah, we all gonna pick one player going wrong, and we go either debate if that player makes it on or he don't makes it on the list. Yeah.
Yep.
If
We're only sorting out the positions at the end, right? Really?
The what? Yeah. We go sort out the order where they're gonna be.
The order, yeah. Cool.
Yeah. So since I'm going first, I don't care what no one says. Ashley Cole.
Yeah, no debate. That's the unequivocal number 1 on this list.
No debate.
Yeah, I don't think anyone can argue where he be.
But you know, just pick someone older, so how could I pick that? I'm probably just pick a Dennis Irwin or something, innit?
Hold on. So I must jeopardize my pick because that was suit you.
All right, don't worry. All right.
Yes, brother, you know. All right, so no arguments with that one, right?
No. Let's just break it down, man. Not only is he one of the best in the Premier League, but one of the best I've seen in my lifetime.
Best in the world.
Like I said before,
best in the
world. Obviously, Twitter crackheads won't agree, but I don't know why some people think Carlos is better than him. But not for me.
Yeah, honestly, he's in that conversation. You know, the only one I'm picking over Ashley is Maldini, though.
I hear you with that one.
With Roberto as well, I know, like attacking wise, and you know, you've got the thunder size and the free kicks and that, but Ashley Cole overall, going getting forward and attacking, just and defensively, like just solid.
I do have a slight agenda against Maldini still. But we'll move on.
What? Maldini? Agenda?
What? Yeah, that quote. No, listen, that quote he was waffling. Oh, if you have to talk, you have to make a mistake. Shut up, man.
Bro, this is one of the best we're talking about here, you know.
Shut up, man. Talking about, if you have to make a tackle, you made a mistake. He's a loser, man.
His positional awareness was next to none, you know.
What? No, he's moving mad, you know. He's moving mad. Talking how many tackles did he have to make? He's saying he made all that mistakes.
No, hold on.
Weird
You
guy.
call Maldini a loser. Maldini.
For that quote only. Only for that quote. That's it.
That's kind of mad, you know. I can't lie about that one. So. Roland, who you have? Who you have next?
My number 2 is Kyle Walker. I put Kyle Walker number 2 for me in this top 10 list because I'm saying in terms of longevity in the Premier League, he's been there and done it. He's won the Premier League. He's won all the domestic trophies. Finally got his Champions League last season. He's on both ends of the pitch. He's a bad boy. Like, he can defend, he can attack. We know this, obviously. And for me, he's in my number 2 position all time in the Premier League. Like, but
wait, that's it. You put him number 2 position in all time as well. That's what you
in all time. Yeah, for me, all time. So Ashley Cole's number 1 and Walker's number 2 for me.
All right.
Okay. Interesting.
Anyone have any problems with Ashley Cole? I mean,
Kyle Walker? I've got no problems with Kyle Walker being there.
No, I don't.
No, he's not as high. It's not as high on mine, but he's not far off it.
Yeah,
I can respect that though.
The last position we could sort out at the end, innit? But yeah, no, Kyle Walker's definitely in the list.
Roland Babayaro, yeah.
That is gonna follow me, but I don't care. My man is not top 10 in the Premier League all time. No,
yo, big up, boss.
Big up, boss.
No way. What?
All right, Vibes. Who you have? We have 2 so far. Who you have?
He's not my 3rd, but he's going to be underrated compared to the names here. But Ivanovic is definitely on my top 10 list.
Mm-hmm. He's on mine too.
He's on the top 10.
I know compared to the other names, he's not as flashy and rated, but yeah, he's definitely on my top 10 list.
He's not as quick either. I can tell you that.
It's because he's more defense orientated.
No, but he was
a centre back
playing out there, you know. That's mad.
Like, he was a quick
Tony Pulis stuff.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is, Ed. Because you'll remember when he first came into the league, he was a centre back and he played right back like a centre back.
He scored important goals though.
Yeah. Chelsea have a knack of that with their defenders. You know, they all chipped in with goals.
Can we stop that or something? Tell Chelsea stop signing these man.
They did.
They got your guy realist, bro. Malo Gusto, fam.
No, he's a waste man, bro. Once you go there, as soon as he signed from them, I was like, yeah, he's a waste man.
Bro, it's funny.
Nah, instantly waste man. I'm rating him in the gutter. Couldn't care less.
It's back when Chelsea signed actual players as well. This is as well. They were signing. It was under Jose, wasn't it? It was signing tried and tested. Only.
It was before they started playing Football Manager in real life, Ed.
Yeah.
Which is what they're doing now.
Ed is actually onto something with that, you know. If you think about it, they used to sign proper players, and now it's just they kind of. I'm not saying it's like United, but they kind of just signing some of the names. If you get what I'm saying, they're just signing names now.
The only thing I will say though, really, is what they're doing is they're signing young players with potential, right? So. I mean, they're gambling. It's definitely a big gamble, but it could work out. You never know.
I mean, it's gone better now, but at the start, it was. I don't know what he was doing.
What they need, though, they need the injuries and things, other circumstances to slow down. Because I heard about the Wesley Fofana thing. It was an absolute madness.
They need them to accelerate. No, keep all these problems going.
6th leg injury at the age of 22. It's not looking nice.
Yeah, that's not nice.
Let's hope. Let's hope he gets a
9 settings. Yeah.
Yeah, 6 knee injuries at 22 is crazy, bro.
Yeah, and it's crazy as well because probably one of the best debut seasons I've seen from a young centre back in the Premier League.
Maybe Moss Silvestre. Now get that alienated out.
you know what? I hear you said about Silvestre. Silvestre was a decent player, you know.
Listen.
It dropped off fast when he went to Arsenal, though, didn't it?
Yeah, he did.
I mean, it's Arsenal, isn't it? Arsenal.
Well, you know, we did him dirty, man. After 9 years of service, we sent him down there. Like, why?
I mean, somebody have to go there, innit? To make up the quota on that. But
the quota of French players.
You know my French obsession, bro. You're big head.
Is it me?
Yeah, your pick.
Yeah. While you brought me on, I'm going old school. I'm going for he's number 2 on my list, Dennis Irwin.
Ah, yes.
He's on the
we
list.
won't even
Had a
fight that.
feeling you'd start there, Ed.
He's on the
It's
list.
someone that both our clubs are fond of.
Oh yeah. Well, I watched him at 38 lock down a very young Ronaldo in the flesh. Ronaldo went to the other side. So when we won 1-0 in relegation season, Kenny Miller.
I remember this.
Ronaldo started on the right wing against Dennis Irwin at left back. And got no joy in the first half. Went to the left wing. Dennis Irwin went to right back and shut him down at 38. What a player! Right back, left back, free kicks, penalties.
Yeah.
Bargain as well from Leeds.
Quality.
Him and Paul Ince got my club back into the Premier League for one season only, but almost single-handedly between them two at 38 and 35. I think that's how good they were. Dropping down the league.
Ed, the list is only 10 players. 10 players. It's a combine of left backs and right. Well, full backs on the whole. The best. That's the best. From the Premier League era, from the start of the Premier League era up until now. Whoever we could get in that's the best, they get into the top 10. Someone said Wan-Bissaka. Get out of here.
I don't know who that guy is.
Yeah, man said Wan-Bissaka. Then
whoever those are the crackheads still.
Stuart Pearce, yeah. John Anna Reese, my favorite left person. All right. We'll see if them man make the list. Let's ask the hater brush. No fun.
Patrice Evra.
Steve Finnan.
Yeah. I don't think there's any inquiry, any problems there.
Nope.
No.
Barring the debut.
Well, yeah, the first 6 months, to be fair, Ed.
The debut was
first 6 months.
The debut
was it debut Liverpool? Was it Liverpool?
No, it was City.
We lost that
game 3-1. I remember it
after,
like yesterday, bro.
After his debut, Ed, he said him and his agent looked at each other, and his agent said sorry.
Well, you know the story when he said how he woke up at 9 o'clock in the morning and he tried to force feed him pasta, bruv, and he was like, "Yeah, what is this, man? I can't eat pasta at 9 o'clock in the morning." That's funny.
Now I think Evra is that one guy. When he was playing football, he didn't appear to be like the crackhead he is as he's not playing football, you know. Yeah. This guy is not playing, and he is a proper crackhead, you know. Something I have to wonder about. I was like,
he's entertaining, though.
That's one question I would love to ask him. Yeah, like, were you this kind of personality and character in the dressing room when you was at United? Because you could never tell, like, until you
never. As soon as he crossed that line, bro, he means business, bro.
Business,
bro. The guy is he's crazy.
He was on a podcast the other day I was listening to, and the reason he's like this since playing football is he's opened up about some stuff very similar to what Dele Alli's talked about that happened as a kid. So he was very, very serious. And then after he finished football, he kind of dealt with it all. And that's maybe where this personality is coming from.
Fair enough.
So it's worth listening to, actually. It's the Football Ramble. I don't know if you guys listen to it, but he did a whole section on what had happened to him and how before, while playing football, it was all business. And then after football, he realised he had all this stuff to deal with, dealt with it, and turned out to be the raw chicken eating, love this game weirdo that he is now.
He had a very tough upbringing as well. He had a very tough
upbringing. Look into that, you know. I'm going to have to look into that podcast to see what else.
Yeah. As a teenager, he had to go to Italy by himself and that to make it happen. His older brother used to work at McDee's. He never used to have money for food. There was times when he was outside on the streets begging for food. And he would go link up with his brother after his shift at McDee's was over to get some food from there. It was proper wild stuff.
We know Italy's not necessarily the best place for a black player to go, and back then it would have been even worse as well. So he
at that age as well, Ed. Especially at that age. It's difficult at any age, but you know, traveling like that by yourself as a teen, it's crazy.
I would say no. I would call someone like Gary Neville. Steady Eddie, man. I just call him Steady Eddie. That's Gary Neville all day for you. Nothing flashy, nothing special, but Steady Eddie. Up 7 every game, 7.
Yeah, Neville could attack, man. He had an engine as well, though. Like people like
Steady Eddie.
Those crosses were pinpoint as well. Like you never really got one wrong. Like, yeah, Neville's definitely top 10, man. All time.
And to be fair, though, Neville didn't really have to do much crosses because he had Beckham in front of him.
Yeah, Beckham.
All you have to do is just get the ball to Bex, man. He's gonna get the crossing going.
Hey, but you know the funniest thing, yeah. I remember the day when he said that he knew when he was gonna retire. Yeah, is that game at West Brom. Yeah. And that's the thing. I remember watching that game, and I was like, "Yeah, you're done. Like, you're not gonna return from this year." Because at that point, he was finished. You could tell, and he just never came back the same after that, man. And it's a shame the way his career ended, man. But he gave his all on the pitch, and that's the one thing you want as a support still.
True. I'll say this, yeah. We have 6 names here. I haven't heard Celestine Babayaro or Melk yet. I'm just saying, but they have to be on somebody's list. I'm just saying. So far, we have Ashley Cole, Kyle Walker, Ivanovic, Dennis Irwin, Evra, and Gary Neville so far. So it's Roland's turn. Go on, Celestine.
I'm gonna put. Well, he was on my top 10 list. Seamus Coleman is on my top 10 list. Now, right. When you consider the rise of the man, yeah, this is a guy that they signed from Shamrock Rovers, I think it was, and it was like
70k or something,
400k or something.
Peanuts. It was less than 100k. It was
like 70 grand, bro.
70 grand, yeah. Like I'm saying, like, come on, that's crazy. Like that kind of signing in even the modern era of football, kind of like when he signed, right? Yeah. It's a crazy amount. And then when you kind of look at what he's been able to do for Everton as a player, and he's still kind of going right now as well, like, which is kind of crazy to think about it. He was in my top 10 list. Obviously his time at Everton, you know, there's been some highs, been a lot of lows. But, you know, he's stayed true to the club and he's been a very consistent performer throughout his time in the Premier League. You've never seen him really have a bad game in that sense, right? So for me, Seamus Coleman's in that top 10. But obviously, it's up to debate. If he's not in the top 10, let me know why.
He's not in mine, Roland.
He's not in mine either.
Yes,
he's in my honourable mentions. My honourable mentions list is in that.
Yeah.
You see where I put Seamus Coleman. This is just me. He's not in my list, but I put him like just under the likes of like how, in terms of playing style, like Gary Neville. He's that type of guy. He's just a steady brother. Every game you just give 100 for Everton. Every game, 100% he's given. And he was a good leader as well for them, even though he didn't enjoy no success with them winning anything. But the guy was there. He was doing his job.
He was doing his job. Is that the standard, yeah? Doing his job. All right.
Wait, what did he do special, though?
Yeah, exactly. How did he move the needle, Roland? Would you like to break that down?
Look, all I'm saying is, this is a guy who, if you sign somebody for that amount of money, what exactly are you expecting from him? You're not expecting him to go from where he was, that league, to the Premier League and perform at a consistent standard. It's kind of like, it's a step below how Dele Alli was a League One player, came to the Premier League and then rose like that. Yeah. Now imagine doing that for somebody who's like, I don't even know. That's like non-league level. It might be close to it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
But surely scouting plays a part, right? Are we really gonna?
But then you're saying scouting
compare the value of the player to the ability.
But
of the
then
player.
who though? Like, so that means what other clubs were in for him at that time? Like, we could have scouted him and we didn't take a chance on him. It's about taking risk, no? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
but who even looks at that market though? It depends on your budget, innit?
It might depend on the budget, but they have money. Everyone had money.
I'll tell you who was. I'll tell you who was looking at that. It was Wolves at that time because that's where we bought all of our players from. Because of Mick McCarthy being Irish,
right?
I'm just saying, did it? Like, for me, he's in my top 10 because of the longevity of the man, the consistency of the man, and like, I prefer I like the way he plays football though. Like, I like the way he plays, man. He's always getting football. Like, this is the way it is, isn't it? Like,
if I give you a choice between Seamus Coleman or Trent, who are you picking for your team?
I'll pick Trent, but
okay.
Trent ain't in this top 10 list, bro. He needs more.
Yeah, no, that's cool. That's cool. So he's not in the top 10 list, but you've got Seamus Coleman there.
Yeah, right. I'll put him in. It's about personal preference. Like, I don't know why, like, because it's not right or wrong here. Like, it's my choice.
Yeah, I know. Listen, Trent ain't in my list either. I'm just throwing the question out there.
Yeah, he has Carragher in his list. That's different.
Because you're talking about Carragher's and Steve Finnans and
Steve. Who's talking about Carragher's and Steve Finnans? Is that on record? Is that on record? Stephen Carr, yeah. Honourable mention to Stephen Carr. and to the Lee Dixons of this world. But we'll get to that.
Nobody knows Stephen Carr.
No. Shut your mouth, Mr.
Nobody
Pampers
knows
over there.
Stephen Carr.
The only person I want to hear from is people who are alive to see this.
Listen, nobody knows Stephen Carr, bro.
I saw them. They were trash, bro. I saw them. I was alive. They were trash.
Trash. The likes of Lee Dixon and Stephen Carr. No respect, you know.
Trash.
But the only Carr people know is Jimmy Carr. That's it. No one knows Stephen Carr. No one knows.
No, listen, he scored a disgustingly good goal against us, you know. It's very painful.
He's a bum.
Stephen Carr is Seamus Coleman. That's why he's not in my top 10.
Yeah, that's a category in itself.
So wait. So if Roland said Stephen Carr is a bum, yeah?
Bum.
So how does that equate to having Seamus Coleman in the list?
Seamus Coleman's better than him, though.
No, they're the same player, Roland. They're the same player. They're BTEC Neville's. They're BTEC Neville's. That's what they are.
That's why I said they're just right under Neville. That's the type of player they are.
Him. Like you man are trying to bring me guys from like the early 90s, the mid 90s. I don't care, man. Bumps, bro.
Being fitter because they run around a lot more nowadays does not make them better players.
He's better. He's definitely better, man. Yeah, he's better. Like you're not gonna fool me with that little late spell at Spurs. That little late spell at Spurs on the Martin Yo. Nah, I'm not doing
late spell at Spurs. Nah,
late spell. That's where he spent most of his time.
He spent a lot of time there, and he was gone by the time Martin Yo got there.
Nah, forget him, bro.
You can't even. Yeah, I can't even dispute this. Like with someone's.
He's just Navas.
He's a bum, man. This is what it is.
Certified bum.
Who said Jesus Navas? What's going on here? I'm gonna have to check that.
Danny here.
Because now, Crush, you were talking about Cancelo and all of this type of stuff. Let's not do this, bro.
Nah, listen. You can't talk about no one that I've talked about before we even get to the list, innit? So,
bro, you said Cancelo. How?
So, no, I didn't. Is that on record? Watch it back. Watch back the last 22 minutes. Watch back the last 22 minutes.
Roland said, forget the record. It's time to snitch. That's what we do.
Oh, listen. There's no version of Seamus Coleman I'm taking over Cancelo as well.
But
by the way,
Cancelo is not top 10 all time.
Listen, he's not on this list for me, so I don't know what you're arguing about. You're just fighting yourself.
Bro, you said it, bro. You said it.
No, Roland. You're fighting yourself.
You said it.
Roland, Baines or Coleman, which Everton fullback?
I might even take Baines over him, you know. I'll take Baines over him, though.
I'm taking Baines over him.
I'll take Baines over him, though. Baines is in my list, too, though. I can't lie to you, bro. He's in my list, too.
Oh, fair enough.
He's in my list, too. So in my top 10,
Roland, you're filling your list of people that have won nothing. I'm just letting you know.
My list got
Loser FC.
My list got winners in it, but you know, I'm a pick who I want to pick.
I'm not over the Desai thing, and I wasn't even on that.
But an FA Cup for Desai didn't move the needle, innit? It wasn't good enough. It wasn't good enough.
Mav, you're not gonna try and scam a little. Like, don't scam what he did, fam, in the Premier League, fam. What he did. What I'm saying is that what he did, in his career does not equate,
It's not what he did in his career. In the same time period at his time at Chelsea, he was winning with France.
But that's what you're doing.
That's not what I'm doing.
That's what you did.
If you take his ability and put him in a better team, he wins things.
Wait, hold on 1 second. You lot just kind of proved Roller's point because he said while he was at Chelsea, he was winning with France.
Whilst he was at Chelsea, obviously they were not built to win things. Putting the same ability, same age into a team that was constructed towards winning things, and he won things.
You said he was good while Chelsea were bad. Like, okay.
Bloody won the FA Cup too, but that wasn't good enough for you, man. But you want to put Ledley King there. All right, let's move on.
But Ledley King,
that was the last stream.
You had bloody
players better next to him, though.
You had bloody Stephen Carr, Steven Bicycle, like.
As I said,
again, those honourable mentions, they do not make this list.
Stephen Dawson was his defensive partner, and he made him look good.
He's not. Someone said if Marcelo was in the Premier League, he'd be number one. No, he wasn't. Ashley Cole's here. So. Ashley Cole is better than Marcelo. I don't care.
All right. What's your pick, Vibes? What's your next? Go ahead.
Listen, because no one's put respect on him, yeah? Roland's guy, Mario Melchior.
Yes, let's talk about Mario Melchior. The legacy he left at Chelsea.
Another one, yeah. Another underrated one. I'm gonna go with Zabaleta. I know he's not.
He's on my.
He's not one of them, but yeah, I actually really liked him. You know.
He's on my top 10. I can't lie.
It was a shame he played for City, but I really liked him.
He's one of my. I've got 3 that are that are 10th on my list that I can't make my mind up, and Zabaleta is one of them.
Yeah, Zabaleta's 10th on mine. He's like actual number.
The only difference between him and Ivanovic is Zabaleta could actually attack well.
Yeah, he just picked he picked his moments. He just picked his moments. He didn't he wasn't like full on like all the time, but he picked his moments to go forward.
Yeah, he was clever with it. He knew when to go.
Did Zabaleta come from Spain though? Like Mallorca or Espanyol or one
Espanyol, I think.
Espanyol.
The only thing about Zabaleta, he always looked like he was 45. Always.
That's because his hairline, though. His hairline was
there's a few of those vibes. You'll have to Google a guy by the name of Attilio Lombardo. He looked retired by the time he died.
Well, who the hell is that guy?
Someone
legend.
Did you just have Bombardo? Or?
He played for Crystal Palace.
Rich will love him. Rich will love him.
I know disrespect, Rich. I don't know who this Bombardo.
He had the king's hairline at the age of 29. It was madness.
Yeah, that's not nice, you know.
Yeah.
Nice.
People age different back then, though. If you watch football from the 80s, everyone looked like Zabaleta.
Yeah,
well, Zabaleta had the same trim like since he was 5. You know, he never changed.
That's because there was nothing to trim. I don't think that was a problem.
That's mad, you know. I have no problem with Zabaleta though. The Mario Malkia thing, get out of here with that one.
Listen,
I don't know.
Respect Rollins' boy, innit? Respect.
Yeah, but he still need to mention there's another boy. Remember, Mr.
Celestine? Salatate Bobo, yeah.
Yeah, you need to mention him. Who you having next? Who you having next, Ed?
I'm going for Dave Azpilicueta.
Oh yeah,
my guy.
Aspie in my list.
Yeah.
Aspie.
No one's arguing that. No one's arguing that.
Yeah.
Can't argue.
He even sort of turned that right centre back position into his own as well, which was sort of a hybrid of being a full back as well. But he came over as a right back.
We kind of touched on that in the last stream as well, Ed. But the way he would just find Morata with them balls.
Yep.
Isn't that what the way he played? Isn't that kind of like what remember Wilder used to do with Sheffield, where they had the centre backs overlapping and that? That's the type of way I saw Aspie playing, you know, because he was playing centre back, but he was overlapping and doing all type. I was like, bro, this guy is doing a madness over here, you know.
That was not my bingo list, you know.
That Conte season, when they was playing the.
That's what I was gonna say.
The 3 centre backs, he was cooking in that season. He was cooking. Him and Victor.
The things that you can do with Kante in the middle in that season meant that you could do things like that.
I mean, Moss' name in every single left back and right back in the world, fam, in the Premier League, you know. But Moss, it's only top 10. We can't get everyone in, bro.
Man said Ian Hart.
If you claim to fame, and John Arisa is murdering Alan Smith's career, that you can't be in the top 10 list. That's his highlight of his career. Is that shot that broke Alan Smith's leg? That's it, done, wasn't it? That was Man United, wasn't it? Man United.
Yeah, that was that the FA Cup game? I think it was.
Yeah, I think it was. He had the free kick, and Smith jumped in the way of it and never came back. Played for MK Dons in the end.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember him being injured. He was down for a while, fam. And I didn't know what happened, fam.
Let me see. So far we have Ashley Cole, Kyle Walker, Ivanovic, Dennis Irwin, Evra, Gary Neville, Seamus Coleman, you know. Paulo Zabaleta, Aspie. We have one more spot. Go on, Mr. No Fun Brush.
Got one spot left, yeah? Is that it? We're done already. All right.
Well, we can make changes to the top 10. We can pick people out.
Yeah, somebody's coming into that top 10. I could see it already.
Yeah.
It's going to be Seamus in this.
Seamus is going to be Seamus.
But it's cool. He's in my top 10.
Yeah, I'm going to put Andrew Robertson there.
End the stream.
Over like
Lorraine. Your Liverpool bias.
Wait. Hold on.
The Liverpool bias is mad.
Wait.
Hold on.
No, stop. Hold on. He put Braveheart there instead of people like Lorraine, Dixon.
That's what I'm thinking. How? He was
first, if you will just quieten down, the way I've done this, I've done 5-5. So I've got 5 right backs, 5 left backs. My right back slots are taken up. My right backs are Carl Walker, Aspie, Zabaleta, Ivanovic, Gary Neville.
Roland, I apologize. I said Seamus Collins will have the top 10. Sorry, Robertson.
This
Mad.
guy
You're
said.
mad. You're mad.
Ed,
Yeah,
you care to weigh in on this one, Ed?
Yeah, Robertson's not even on my honourable mentions. Robertson, he's not even the
Wow.
best
I don't
fullback
know
at
where
Liverpool.
Brush got this from.
Wow.
Where did you get this from, bro?
He's not even the best fullback at Liverpool, so he doesn't make my list.
Mad.
No.
That's mad.
No, Roland's
mad.
killing me. He's proper disgusted.
I'm disgusted. I'm disgusted.
Nah, I don't know how Brush. So what about Loren and?
I'm not even sure he's the best Scottish left back because I think I'd have Tierney over him.
Like I've said, with your combined 10, I've gone for 5-5.
Yeah, well, that's your fault. We said the best, fam. We don't have to be 5-5.
Well, no. But you said best, but then people are putting Seamus Coleman on it, so don't come to me.
Really, hold on.
Roland's a crackhead.
Andrew
Really,
Andrew Robertson, yeah. What is he not the best left back the Liverpool have had?
No. Really, hold on.
No.
Okay.
Really. By the way, wait, before everyone gets annoyed at Brush, yeah?
Listen.
You know, we could just.
They won the league. They won the Champions League.
Okay.
So we all know Robertson and making the top 10. So we're gonna.
If you look at the amount of assists he's contributed, it's different.
Man are doing this, yeah. So like the guy had like 2-3 seasons of consistency, but we're talking about 30 years.
And out of that, you chose fucking Ledley King.
And so,
how many seasons of consistency did Ledley King have? So shut your mouth.
How did you get this guy, bro? How? It don't even make sense, bro.
Don't worry. Listen, by the time we get to the list, I'm sure some people will get taken out, so it's cool.
All right, well, if this is the way we're going, yeah, he came up with Robertson, yeah, then the honorable mentions have to come in now because this is mad. Because some people get kicked out. I'm telling you,
brother. Loren has to be in this top 10. Like,
yeah, that's what I said. Listen, before everyone kicks off a broad,
we'll put 5 more. Instead of the regular 10, we'll just go 5 honorable mentions because that list is not going to run like that, fam. That list is mad.
Had you just done a 10 for each side, we wouldn't have this problem. Loren would be there.
No. We can't do 10. You can't do 10.
That has just long. That has been long.
Possibly. Impossibly.
Yeah, impossibly. So, since he said that, I put Loren in. Loren is getting in, fam. I think
this loser, man. Put someone else in there.
You don't think Loren deserves to get in there, Vibes?
No, I said it in it, so you could have just left that pick to me instead.
I mean, Baines, Leighton Baines could have been in there before Robertson. Like,
my bad, dude.
Oh
no, I'm just gonna say Lee Dixon just because the only name I could think of.
Lee Dixon should be in the top 10 without a shadow of a doubt.
You said about 15 people. I'm running out of people.
I didn't even see Lee Dixon that well, fam. So I can't even comment. To be honest.
Well, Roland, you think I did? I just need a name at this point.
I was very young. I was very young. I don't even know, fam. I was very young.
Listen, you think I was watching Lee Dixon? I just need a name. I know who he is. So he is.
I was very young. I don't even know.
No, Lee Dixon was a good footballer. Lee Dixon was the precursor to players like Gary Neville.
What about Dan Petrescu and them, man? You don't think they're
honourable mention for Dan Petrescu? He was good.
Right back for Chelsea vibes.
You know if he was a little, it was a funny one, yeah. You know, Jeremy, fam. Like Jeremy played a little bit of right back.
He did number 14.
A little bit of right
for
back.
Chelsea, yeah, for Chelsea.
Yeah, a little bit, bro.
He
ain't getting on the list.
Hold on a second. Hold on. Before Brush picks his, yeah, I just gotta ask. Since we're on honourable mentions, Roland, where is your 2 boys in this?
Yeah, Mario and Celestine, fam. Where are they?
Not even an honourable mention, you know. Man.
I'm just throwing up.
No, you can't speak after Robertson, bro.
Mad.
Wait, hold on. I'm throwing a wild name in there. I'm throwing 2 wild names in here.
Yeah,
I'm throwing 2 wild names in here.
Andrew Robertson has the most assists of any left back in the league. Man.
That's fine.
I'm throwing two wild names in here. Yeah? What about Wayne Bridge? Can Wayne Bridge get into this anyway?
I don't like that guy. You know, I can't. I don't like that guy.
No Wayne Bridge.
Is it for footballing reasons, though, man?
No, shit. This is gonna go off topic. Yeah. He kept everyone. Oh, you feel sorry for him, bro. John Terry slept with his ex. Big man, she went with you anymore. Get over it, man. Absolutely.
I mean,
loser.
it kind of worked out in his favour. He leveled up with Frankie afterwards.
No, but she was his ex, you know. This guy rejected the handshake. For what? Your ex? Dickhead. Or you slept with my ex. Who cares, man? You're not with her anymore. Get over it.
Anyone care to answer this question here from Kendo? Because I'm not getting involved in this nonsense.
What did Kendo say?
No.
Listen,
No,
it's Mario
not
Melchior
even
is in the
worth
list. Yeah, I'm
addressing.
putting Raphael in the list.
No, it's not even worth addressing. It's not even worth addressing.
Man said
Wait, Moss, I need to ask you, what is with you and Sylvester? Like, who did you think you man signed?
Listen, I need you to respect Sylvester, you know.
United, though.
Sylvester at United. Sylvester at United. Don't sleep on Sylvester at United.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, the rendition that Arsenal got is not nice, but yeah.
I mean, Ian Hart, the free kick merchant.
There's one person in my top 10. There's one person in my top 10 that no one's mentioned yet.
Oh, I'm hoping it's the same person I've got, Ed. Because I've got one pick left.
Go on, Ed. Let's hear this.
It's Psycho, Stuart Pearce.
Oh,
that guy's a crackhead, you know. What the hell?
Oh, nice. I like that.
All right,
I like that.
Let's think about Stuart Pearce properly, yeah. Stuart Pearce, yeah. Okay. I understand defending back then. You had to be... Bruv, this guy was trying to kill people, bro. What's wrong with this, brother?
It was definitely an honourable mention for me, Ed. I did discuss him with Realist the other day. He didn't make it, though.
No, he's one of my three that's number 10.
Yeah.
I can't make my mind up on.
Yeah.
But Stuart Pearce, Stuart Pearce was a footballer as well. Like, he wasn't just a hard man. He took free kicks, penalties, corners. He did it all, and he had a Jamie Vardy type rise from Wealdstone through to Coventry, then Nottingham Forest, and playing in Europe and winning the FA Cup and the redemption story with England. All I'm saying is don't sleep on Stuart Pearce just because he stopped playing in sort of 1999. He was a serious footballer. He was a serious footballer.
I can't comment on this one still.
I can't comment because when you're saying he stopped playing football,
not that I disagree. I just didn't watch him.
All I remember.
Yeah, no, it's an era thing. It's an era thing, Nolan. That's what it is, isn't it?
I remember the obviously the missed penalty. What was it? Is that Italian 90?
Yeah, you wouldn't remember that.
That's what I'm saying. I wasn't even born, but I just know the story in it. Like, I just know the story.
Roland, I was only 5 at that point, so you definitely weren't.
I wasn't born, man.
To be fair, you know what?
You guys might remember his later career at like West Ham, maybe City.
West Ham.
I remember the City and West Ham.
I've read a lot.
I would say Forest was probably when he was at his best.
He was finished.
I have read a lot of praise for him, so I can't say I disagree with him being an honourable mention.
Mm-hmm.
But see, bro, this is what I'm saying. We can't do top 10 right back. The only thing we mentioned is Sylvester.
Because
I mean, the only thing that stopped Pearce being higher for me is at one FA Cup win, and I think that was this season before the Premier League, so it doesn't count.
Oh,
so he doesn't even have Desailly's FA Cup that you guys don't.
Ed, hold on. One FA Cup win's not enough, yeah? All right.
I'm looking at you, Mr. Marcel. What he said was that he couldn't even count the FA Cup because it's not in Premier League era.
I'm looking at you.
But picking apart things, yeah, but we're not actually looking at it from a longevity standpoint, man. Like, because certain man, they've been in the league for a minute and been consistent, so they would have to be in it. Whereas others, they only were there for some short spell. They won this, and then like you would just say because based off the name, then boom, he's in the list. That was my issue.
Mm-hmm.
But then we had people like Yap Stam who were only there for 2.5 years.
And even with me, I was like, it's hard to.
But this is the thing, bro. You can't
to keep him out because of the particular time he was there. We basically ruled the world. Like, you can't.
It's difficult to keep the same energy throughout in it because there's different things that stand out.
You know what? I can't lie, Roland. I can't lie. Some of your parameters, yeah, then you kind of added Ledley King. Yeah, I'm like, yeah.
It's all over the
He's not on my list. He's not on my list.
I'm sure, but that's my list, innit? That's what I'm saying. I make a 10 myself. And so he was.
I have no issue with it.
Yeah. I'm hearing you.
Realist. One name I'm going to throw out to the panel. Mm-hmm. Micah Richards.
Oh my God,
Mr. Burst onto the scene.
I can't do Micah, man. I can't do Micah.
Nah.
Wait, hold on.
No.
Wait, Ed.
Ed, why? No, why? Explain why, please.
I'm thrown out there. He's not even in my honorable mentions. I've just thought of him.
I see. Okay.
Just to debate. Just to debate.
I was like, what?
I'll tell you what, Ed. Now that you touched on it, you know when he first broke onto the scene, I thought this kid was going to be amazing.
The next Sol Campbell.
Just the physicality and all the attributes he had at 18. I thought England.
enemy rush because why are you talking about physicality first when we're talking about a player? Fam? What's going on here?
Listen, did you see the size of Miko when he was 18?
Hey, but why
He was
I've got
built
a
like a
question.
25-year-old.
I've got a question.
Because I thought at that time that we had our own little Sergio Ramos. Because if you saw Ramos
hold
back
on.
then from Sevilla to Madrid, he was hench as well. It was
If
mad
he reached his
genetics.
potential, yeah, would he be in a top 10 list for centre back or right back?
Oh,
If he did
If he had reached his potential,
Possibly.
most definitely.
Now, where would he be? Like, where do you think he'd be?
I mean, probably
in
still
the
bottom
Prem or
half of that.
worldwide? In the Prem or the world, you talking about?
Yeah, Prem.
For me, he was like the next Sol Campbell.
Yeah.
The big bombastic centre back that
And he was
won headers
quick with it
that
as
could
well.
run with the ball.
Yeah,
was
for
quick,
real.
When was his
and he
debut?
just fell off.
When was his debut? 04
Like,
or 05?
2008,
2005. No, 2005.
Yeah. Because I think I
He
remember.
scored. He scored on his debut and swore on the BBC in the interview. If you've never watched it, funny as hell. 5 o'clock in the afternoon, he says he's effing. He can't believe he's effing scored. And then the interviewer then has to say, "I'm really sorry for Can you apologise for swearing?" So he did, but he swore. He swore more than once. He swore more than once, and he was just buzzing because he was 18.
Nah, Richards is funny, yeah, because like you can tell how much he's grown up as a man.
I'll never forget.
Now, look at him in front of TV, bro. He's like a star right now, bro.
I've never forgot the one where he was telling Alan Sheeran and Letitia when he went from getting 100 grand a week to 25, bro.
Yo,
Yeah, when he could have doubled his wages.
Yeah. And then Villa got relegated, and he lost out on more money.
He couldn't believe it.
You know what Rich is going to be on? I'm not saying do this yet, but unfulfilled potential. Because when you think about a lot of them,
for real,
that list is good. That list can be 10.
A
lot of people. Fam.
You could have put.
there's a lot.
Remember when Stephen Ireland came out? Yeah, like they were saying he was going to be the next this, that, and the other fam, and then it just never.
I've got Kieran Dyer on that list.
The two guys on my list, yeah.
Michael Johnson, the one at City,
and Michael Johnson, both of them, because they were both come out of the academy, yeah, and they was like, "Ooh, these guys are going to be it," and it just never.
The two guys on my list, they're not defenders, yeah. I thought they were going to be sick. Tarap and Ben Arfa, they fooled me badly. They fooled me.
Tarap's doing all right at the minute. Tarap's doing all right in France at the minute as a defensive midfielder.
His first season in the Premier, I thought, this guy's going to be sick.
He was suited to futsal, man. His skill set's futsal, not football.
His greatest season was in the Championship.
You know who fooled me, fam? Remember United had a youngster and they said, "Oh, he's going to be the next Scholes." I looked at him. I'm like, next Scholes? Yeah, all right. Let me see. Brother, that guy was proper shit, fam.
Oh, this ain't Thomas the Tank Engine, is it?
No.
Hey,
Nick Powell.
Nick Powell,
fam. Nick Powell,
Yes, man, bro.
Bro, he dashed me. You know, on his debut, he scored against Wigan, I think it was. He won like 4-0, yeah. And I was like, yeah, this guy's going to be...
that brother got me again. That brother got me. Michu, Michu got me.
Yeah, Michu.
The one season wonder, yeah?
Do you know how badly Michu got me? I was calling Kane a one season wonder at one point because Michu scarred me.
Oh, wow.
It's not nice. It's not nice.
Do you know, Roland, you mentioned Stephen Ireland. Do you want to know one Stephen Ireland fact that I've got? When he was making all of his money at Man City, his fish tanks had Wi-Fi, so he could feed them while he wasn't there. There you go.
What?
Wait, hold on.
No.
There's a fact.
Explain.
I'm clipping this, man, because this is
mad. He had a Wi-Fi powered fish tank. Yeah.
Explain. Well, you know what's mad? So
he could just press a button from anywhere and just feed his fish.
He had an app. He had an app for his fish tanks.
Roland, imagine Old Trafford don't have Wi-Fi, but his fish tank does.
Lies.
I've still got one name left on my list, for left back. No one's mentioned him thus far.
Go on, no fun.
Graham Lasso.
Well, I already put him on the list as honorable mention for us to check out.
Honorable mention.
Okay.
I already made my list for this first because I don't think that top 10 what we have is going to stand, fam. I really don't think it's going to stand. So far we have Ashley Cole, Kyle Walker, Ivanovic, Dennis Irwin, Evra, Gary Neville, Seamus Coleman, Zabaleta, Aspie, Andrew Robertson, don't know how we got in there either, Dixon, Stuart Pearce, Lauren, Dan Petrescu, and Graham Lasso. That's
no one's even said Trent yet.
Number one's easy. We know what that is.
So we'll have to sort this after, but I need to find a list maker. I can't find the one we used the other day. Bloody hell, what was the name of it?
You see, you know what it is,
and
Ed,
for
with
honourable
me, yeah?
mentions, there was some others
What
as
you
well.
have, though. All right,
There's
go on.
some
Ed,
others that I really liked. What did you guys think of Van Bronckhorst?
Yeah, but he didn't play long enough in the league, so since you're going to use that on me on the Yap Stam thing.
Because he was
No,
there
that's why he's not in the top 10, innit? It's only an honourable mention. I just want to.
it was like 2 years at Arsenal, I believe it was, right?
Yeah.
And you know what Ed said with Trent, yeah, all jokes aside, he's probably the best attacking fullback we've seen.
Do you know what I think about Trent? I think he's like an electric car. He came in and he was all the rage for a bit. Then it dropped off a bit. And now it's coming back because he's kind of diversifying now. He's now being this inside right back thing.
Yeah.
He's
and don't be surprised
he's a bit all over the shop.
You know what he said? I'll be honest here. He's had games where he's been good defensively. It's just when he's bad, it's just really, really bad.
Yeah, it's dreadful. It's dreadful, isn't it?
Like there's just no in between.
He suffered badly from Fabinho's drop off. Fabinho dropped off a cliff. The shielding wasn't there, and all of a sudden, Trent's lost his out ball. Trent's lost his protection, and he's one-on-one all the time. And not many fullbacks are good one-on-one. Ashley Cole is the best one I've ever seen.
And another one, Ed Henderson as well, dropping off.
Yeah,
because Henderson used to cover him a lot.
It's when the shielding goes, when someone doesn't fill in for you when you go forward. All of a sudden, all of those weaknesses. It's crazy how much it can change just because of because I think he's a system player, Trent, and the system that he had at the start fitted him perfectly. Then the players in that system let him down, and Klopp didn't acclimatise either, did he? He didn't bother getting any centre midfielders.
Klopp did not.
It's one of those, isn't it, Ed? I think in 10 years' time we're going to have to reflect back, man, and see how the rest of it is.
He still won everything already.
Yeah.
If Trent was more consistent defensively, he's easily top 10. Easily.
Yeah, that was the issue for me. It's just I need more years under his belt to be able to really justify.
It's a bit early.
Yeah, the way I've done it was 5-5. Had it just been right-sided players and a 4-10, he probably would have snuck in there for me.
It's like why I could have put Van Dijk number 10 in top 10 because it's not been long enough, and I've noticed even in his peak years there was times where he just did making tackles.
Because my thing with young players in just sport in general, usually when you come in, you have to play a role. You can't really play your actual game.
Mm-hmm.
You need to just fit in, right? And with Trent, it never seemed like that. It was just from the off, he was just affecting things from the beginning. And
he was LeBron on KD, wasn't he? That he just came in and went.
And just went, and then it's because he's young, you can't have too many expectations. But what he was doing, it was all right, well, the expectations are up here. You got to reach them, and now he's kind of slowed down because that's what happens to young players. They kind of have a dip, and then he's figuring himself out a bit more. That's why they're trying to experiment with the midfield thing and all of that. And
he changed the game, in terms of now everyone wants that right back to be as good as him attackingly. I'm telling you, look, bro, some of the passes he does, I can't he's stupid.
But that's attackingly, natural, isn't it?
He's just stupid with it. It's the passes he does are filthy.
Yeah.
All right, so Ashley Cole, number 1. 2, can we agree on the 2? Who's going to be 2?
We agreed on the 10 first, as in the.
Oh, wait, don't worry. It's gonna get there because when we get 10, it's done. So we have Ashley Cole, Walker, Ivanovic, Dennis Irwin, Evra, Gary Neville, Seamus Coleman, Pablo Zabaleta, Aspie, Andrew Robertson, Dixon, Stuart Pearce, Lauren, Dan Majescu, and Graham Lasso.
It would really help if you put these names on screen, please, Ailish.
I have a case for number 2, but will have to help me with this.
And make the list.
I have a case for number 2.
Who's your 2?
I didn't watch this guy yet, but I've read a lot. Obviously, I've seen clips. I've read a lot about him. And the way people speak about Dennis Irwin,
he's my 2. He's my 2.
Would it be fair to put him number 2? It's just
Dennis Irwin was really good, really good.
And it's not. I'm not going off players yet, but the way Roy Keane speaks about him, I know he was really the way Roy Keane speaks about him is different.
He was top 5 for me. I put Walker number 2. That's what I did for my personal spot. If we're going Irwin, I won't argue with it at number 2.
Yeah, I've got no problems with that, Mr. Reliable.
I want to
see. The thing is, he was better than that. He was better than just reliable. That's the thing. He was so good. right back, left back. And I think Gary Neville said recently if Stuart Pearce had signed for Man United when Ferguson wanted him, Neville wouldn't have had a career because Owen would have just gone to right back.
Yeah.
That's how good he was. Crazy good.
Let me see if I can get this on the screen so you can see this by the time.
I remember back in the day, yeah. This is before the Glazers, so my dad had MUTV, yeah. And I used to watch all
got the disclaimer in early, yeah, Roland.
Yeah,
Not financing the Glazers.
I already know. They would just click me up, yeah. I'm a Glazer sympathizer. No, relax. So yeah, I used to watch the old games and that, yeah. And Dennis Irwin was just like a huge part of it, just bombing down that left-hand side. Like it was crazy, man.
Yeah, the set pieces and all of that as well, man.
Yeah,
so people, you gotta bear with me. I'm trying to make the list, but these are the players we have up there right now. So that's who we're choosing from to get our top 10 list, yeah. I can see 2 people not supposed to be there, but okay. So are we agreeing that Dennis Irwin for the number 2 pick?
Yeah, I've got no issues.
I mean that's where I had him. That's where I had him anyway.
I won't argue.
All right, Dennis Irwin number 2. All right, number 3 player who. The comments, you man could get involved in this as well, because I don't want you man trying to say, we're biased, and I don't want that.
Well, this doesn't help because I've got Gary Neville next, and I'm the only non-Man United fan here. Gary Neville's 3 for me.
I haven't got Neville that high.
Neville was like
Go
7.
on, Ed.
For the third,
he's just won everything. I don't know what more you need to do.
I mean, it's because when it comes down to that, though, and obviously, like there was a glorious Man United side that he played in, right? But ability-wise, I think Azpilicueta is better than him. Evra too, I think, are both just those are the 2 that stand out for me. It would be one of them that I'd put third.
Yeah, I have Evra 4 and Aspie 5, so I'm happy to move either of them.
There we go. Yeah, I don't really mind about order who you want to put there, but yeah, that would have been my next 2 anyway.
Ed said to take Gary Neville out and put Risa in. Ed, you want that? Not Ed, bloody Moss. You want that strong stuff today, yeah? Risa, and take Neville out.
Is weed legal in Canada? Oh.
Bro, you forget weed, bro. It's heroin, bro. There's some strong stuff over there.
I'm more worried that Realist has just seen 2 white guys and called them the same person.
Oh my God! That's mad, No. Hold on. I clearly saw you were siding with Brush. How are you running agendas, fam? That's not nice. That is not nice. That is not nice, fam.
Oh, Tariq, no, Tariq, you're an EOP. Just ban him, time him out. I
can't put Robertson in that top 10. There's no way.
Nah. Robertson didn't make my honourable mentions, not yet.
Bro, he's not there.
Big up, Tariq.
This is
Make sure you go subscribe to Tariq Talks, Across the Pond Sports Talk, and CM22 EMT. Go follow these man there. That's my man there. That's my man there, man. All of these man there they're legit. Support Brush. Let me finish. You just interrupted me, man. Support Roland, Pros Only Sports. Go support there. Come on, people.
Now don't support Tariq though. After what you said, don't support him.
The Robertson shout is wild.
The Robertson thing is mad, yeah, but
it's wild, man.
It is what it is, isn't it?
It's not nice.
It is what it is. Could Cancelo make this?
No,
he can't make it.
No, he can't.
Nope.
Can't make it. You can't make it. Really sorry. Yeah, we're doing that. I watched long on that as well. Did he suggest Saka? Let me see. I said that you got name plus use one of the few followers.
We're doing
bro. Saka will struggle against Ashley Cole, guaranteed, fam. Ashley Cole will lock him down. Dong.
Ashley Cole was, bruv, you know how frustrated I used to get when I used to see Ronaldo up against him.
But there's one time Ronaldo got his revenge, though. It's one time he got his revenge on him, bro.
He did, but like, do you know how hard it was for Ronaldo? Ronaldo will tell you, bruv, that was my hardest opponent for sure. He'll tell you that, like.
Yeah, Ashley Cole could be 1, 2, and 3 on this list for me. He was that good.
He was good. I was jealous, bro.
I know, with all the talent he had the speed to back it up too. So even if you think you get away from him, he's on you, fam. He's on you.
Onto you, fam. It's mad.
All right, so we still ain't guaranteed for 3 now because 2 people said they agree with Aspie to be there, but the rest of you man didn't say anything.
I'd put Walker before Aspie though. That's what I would do.
Walker.
Because Walker, like people, he just goes under the radar, man. Like people just like I know a lot of people do rate him, but like they don't speak about him on that level when you consider what he's been able to do. Like, and he had a late big move as well. Like he moved to City at 27, I think, 26, 27 years old. All right.
Yeah, probably around that, I think.
And he's just gone up another level, like, and he's one of them guys. Like he can attack, but he can defend too. Like. He's got pace. He's got recovery pace. Like it's nuts, man. What he can do.
There's one thing about Walker that pisses me off. That I'll never forget. This man was in an interview and he said he let attackers get away from him so he could chase them to see how quick he is. I'm like, big man, you're a crackhead, fam.
Chase down block.
Yeah,
still a chase down block.
I like that.
Bro. I'm like, he's a crackhead, fam. Like, what's wrong with you, bro?
That's like keepers, that do the camera save, bro. Like, just
but Roland, think about this, What if that player you underestimate how quick he is and he burned you, fam? What's going on then?
But like, have we seen?
It's not happened yet, though.
That's what I'm saying.
It's not happened yet. That's why him kept Mbappe. That's why him kept Mbappe right there. I'm like, Mbappe, where you going, big man? I'm here, you know.
Even Mbappe couldn't do it, fam. Like, and Mbappe is rapid.
Walker was 5 on my list. So I'm happy in being 3.
So we have Walker for there and Aspie for there. Vibes, you care to get in? Who you consider?
Yeah, I don't mind Walker there.
So then Walker is 3 then. Walker, look at you have more votes for it. Rush is not happy.
I don't have issues. Don't really have issues.
I think it's a really weak argument when people say Kyle Walker relies on his pace too much. Well, why wouldn't you? That's stupid.
It's one of his attributes, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like saying a centre-back who's good in the air relies on being good in the air too much. That just makes no sense whatsoever.
He's too tall, yeah? He's too tall.
It's like that one, Ed, when people say take away his pace. I'm like, so you can take away one of his attributes, all right.
Yeah, exactly. Take away his left foot then while you're at it or something. It makes
I run that agenda against one guy, though. I can't lie. I'm not stopping.
No, but that agenda doesn't run.
Oh, Rafael Leao. Yeah, I'm running that agenda again.
No. Forget that guy. I thought you talking about Mbappe.
No, you forget the French guy. Forget him for now.
Listen, Patrick, I will go find him.
All right, so we have Ashley Cole 1, Dennis Irwin 2, Kai Walker 3. Who's getting 4? I personally think Gary Neville should get 4. You
know. Where's the list of where's the numbered list list? Are you not putting that together now?
Yeah, I can't put everything on the screen at once. Bloody hell.
Yeah, I kind of like that. I know Ed had Neville, then.
Yeah, because I kind of need to visualize it as you're going along.
Yeah, I think we could just do that. Neville next, then Aspie is fine.
I could get with that one. Neville, then Aspie, because we won't be checking what Aspie won with Spain though. We just checking what he won at club level.
No, you see, look, you're violating when you say this type of stuff.
No, because all right, if you say right, we're checking what you've won with Spain, then what does that have to do with the Premier League, though?
This is why that was my argument, but then I was getting shut down, fam. So it's okay, isn't it?
No. You said Celestine
Babayaro
it's okay. over that Saeed, fam. That was not running, fam.
It's okay.
No, that couldn't run, fam. That couldn't run.
I don't care, fam. It's okay, innit? It's okay.
Roland's still not letting up.
Roland's not having it.
I'm not having it, fam, but it's fine.
I'm putting Evra ahead of Gary Neville.
If we're going on ability, definitely.
Yeah.
I just couldn't I couldn't ever just fell out of the top 5 for me. He was number 6 for me.
All right, Vibes. Where you get Evra? Where you have Evra?
Yeah, I'd have him 6 because he's not below any of the rest of me. No, he's not below any of the rest.
So then Gary Neville and Aspie still above Evra.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, I could say that.
But remember, Ed, I know Neville's he's not the best, but he had a longer time here as well, and he was just always consistent.
And he won everything.
Neville was 3 for me. Longevity was a big thing for me.
All right, go on.
And he adapted as well. You know, when Beckham left, he adapted his game as well. He wasn't just the overlapper anymore. He did change.
Kind of had to still.
He had to.
Yeah.
It was a luxury having.
He didn't have that quality in front of him. He didn't have that quality like that. So he's like, yo, you better get to the system, big man.
Yeah, the crossing was crazy, man. Pinpoint accuracy in that.
I'm putting Aspie. Yeah, I'm putting Aspie as 5th. Anyone? Any problems there? No problem.
Did we give an honourable mention to Valencia?
Yeah, you need to mention that somewhere else, big man.
Yeah, nah. Please.
No, hold on, really. Every time I mention Valencia, this guy disses me for it.
Badly,
Really?
nah.
No, we're talking about the top 10 list, bro.
No, really, that's what I'm saying.
Listen,
I
it's got
mentioned
nothing to do with the
Valencia,
top
not in
10. I was just
and he
giving him
disses
a shout out as an honourable mention.
No.
Like I know it was a very small window, but he was very good.
No.
That guy,
Listen, if you were
As a
doing,
right wing back.
he just shut him down.
bro, if we were doing top 10 right backs, yeah, he's in it, but yeah, that's about it.
It's just no, bro.
Valencia was the start of the number 7 curse as well, wasn't it?
Oh, please, Ed, don't bring
bring that
no,
back
I
up,
think
Ed.
Michael
Don't bring
Owen was
that
the
up,
start of it, Ed.
Please, Ed.
I think Evra got it first, though, but Evra got it. I mean, Valencia got it first, right?
And then he went back
Owen
to
got it.
25.
Owen got it. Then it went to Valencia, I think, and then he gave it back.
Imagine-
By 25.
imagine-
Actually, no,
Imagine-
realist might be right, you know.
Nah, he's not right.
No, realist might be right because we signed Valencia in 08, and I think what year?
Nah.
did we sign Owen?
I think Valencia came in for Ronaldo in 09.
Are you
Yeah,
sure?
but I know he didn't get the number 7 straight
No.
away, but
Nah,
Didn't
Michael
he
Owen
didn't.
got the number 7.
He went 25, then 7, and 25.
This kind of trauma stays with you. Trust me.
Wait, didn't Valencia come in 10? I thought it was 10.
Let me check Google this right
no,
now.
it was.
He was
We
replacement
signed-
for Ronaldo, bro.
9
Yeah,
and
we signed him. Yeah, we signed him when we saw
09,
Ronaldo.
10, innit? 09, 10.
I think it's 9-10, yeah. I think. Because he was at Wigan them times in them 08.
Yeah, he was at Wigan.
Actually, I think. Shit, no, we probably signed
Him
Owen
and
in the same window.
Palacios and Amir Zaki.
signed
Yeah,
him-
Michael Owen got the number
What
7.
year was this?
It's different kind of trauma.
Yeah.
Only other
we
club
signed Owen
interested
the
in
same
him.
window.
That was
Was Stoke City.
the Overton transfer window, fam.
2009, yeah, 2009 we signed
Yeah.
Valencia.
Hey, listen, I have no issue with Owen at United. Last minute winning the derby, I was good with it.
I still blame Rio Ferdinand for that. Should never have let Craig Bellamy in.
He wasn't gonna catch him anyway, bro. because you know you're slow when the person will kick the ball in front of you, run past you, you're slow, bro.
You know what? Yeah, they both were signed in 2019, 2009. You know.
Yeah, that was the Ronaldo money, fam. They tried to do the
Yep.
half Spurs thing. You know what they did with the Gareth Bell money? Yeah, when they signed 7 players. Yeah,
Yeah.
United.
At least they spent their money, though, man.
Yeah, but
Like it was poorly, but they at least spent the money.
Yeah,
Did we sign Overton in that same window?
I think it was the year after. Him and Bebe arrived the year after.
Bloody Overton, with his alien head. Bloody hell.
Bebe's 1 goal against Wolves. Thanks very much.
Oh yeah, that goal. I remember. Ed.
Brush, the chat have a question for you, Brush. The chat have a
What's
question
that?
for you. I don't know. Just leave that to you there.
Chat. Let me see. I haven't been checking chat.
That's just for you, Brush. No one else. That's you.
Listen, Robertson is in there for me, man. Like £8 million signing, bargain. Look what he's achieved with Liverpool.
Price, bloody.
Hello, Mr. Politician. You didn't answer the question.
I did. You just don't like the answer. That's your problem.
No, you didn't. You could have just said yes, because I agree. Robertson is better than Cancelo.
All right. So far, the legit list we have Ashley Cole, Dennis Irwin, Kyle Walker, Gary Neville, and Aspie. That's in the order. Yeah, that's in the order as well.
Mm-hmm.
So, and ever after. So that's 6. We need 4 more. Who from this list is getting there at 7?
Zabaleta.
I'm going Zabaleta.
I might need to write this down. Really, this is mad long for me, man.
I was thinking Zabaleta.
Yeah, Zabaleta and Ivanovic. Next 2.
Next 2.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's fine with me. I'm calm with that.
So run through your list again. It was Cole, Irwin, then who?
Ashley Cole,
Dennis Irwin,
Kyle Walker, Gary Neville, Aspie, and Patrice Evra.
Neville, Aspie, Evra. Okay.
You happy now, Brush?
Yeah, I can see it in front of me now. It's mad long. Otherwise, I'm an old man. My memory's not what it used to be.
I know you're old, yeah. Right, no,
yeah.
So, number 7, we saying Zabaleta, yeah?
Yes.
think he was a good player. His hairline was a madness, but
He was.
Yeah, he had that Robin coat, didn't he?
He was, but like, thing about it is like you just couldn't defeat that guy, man. You actually couldn't, bro. Like, he was a.
You know what? I remember. What's his name was talking about him. Michael Richards was talking about him. He said, "You look at a guy in training, and he's like, I'm better than this guy." And then when the season starts, he's just cooking him. I can't even get a look in. He's like, "This is mad, you know. I can't get a thing past this guy."
Zabaleta is one of those Argentinian defenders that loves defending, though, isn't it? That's what it was.
Yeah,
he loved it.
It was a rare quality, to be fair.
Even when he went to West Ham, he was good for them.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
Whereas at West Ham, he was good, bro. You still was good.
He still looked techie at West. I know it's West Ham, innit?
He was cooking at West Ham. I can't lie. That was probably one of their best signings ever, fam. I can't lie to you.
I mean, somebody will tell you it's Tevez. We know who that is.
No, Paulo Di Canio for me. Probably West Ham's best signing.
So it's
in the
not
Premier League.
Tevez, yeah?
It's definitely.
I mean, I love Tevez, but yeah, no, for West Ham.
See,
Paulo Di Canio.
Tevez had that little half a season where he was cooking for West Ham.
Yeah. And then they had Mascherano as well, who they just didn't use.
They didn't use him.
Alan Pardew got blood on his hands, you know.
I was like, "Hey, Man United, go sign him now."
Yeah, I was disgusted when he went to Liverpool.
I was like, "We need him."
Yeah. Should have been a double deal. Should have got him as well.
I mean, didn't Liverpool have some problem, or was it West Ham had court matters with that?
Yeah, because third-party ownership in it at the time. It was a new thing in England.
I remember there was a whole bunch of nonsense going on with that.
Kia Jarab
scored the goal at Old Trafford that beat Sheffield United.
No, hold on. Danny Welbeck scored more goals for us than Tevez, so let's move on.
Sheffield United sued them. I actually think that was a bit mad that they won, you know, because though Tevez is the one that scored, like there was 10 other players on the pitch.
Born Tevez, man, he was a favela McTominay.
Decent favela McTominay.
Passion merchant, that's all he was.
Nah.
All right, so we have 2 more places. We have 8 now. We have 2 more places here. We have 9 and 10. So
out of this list,
yeah.
Graham Lasso has to go in for me.
You know what? Let me take all the people that we already used there, so it's make it easier.
That would make it easier.
He's not there.
I'm going to still beat the drum for Lee Dixon as the old man.
He's not there.
Yeah. Definite honourable mention for Lee Dixon.
Willis, can you do us a favour? Can you remove the other guy as well? The Andrew guy.
Seamus Coleman looks sad on his own up there. Just get rid of him.
No, don't do that. Because you see now. You want to know why? Because now, as you put that list down and you put it down to the bare bones, it's really about preference, who you like and who you don't. Really and truly. Because we all agree on 8. And then the last 2 is all shaky now, bro.
I mean, it's going to be like that with every stream, to be fair. The last 2 is always going to be shaky.
You're on your own with this Coleman one, you know.
Yeah, it's not looking good in the row.
But so Leighton Baines had to be in it then, like as
was definitely an honourable mention, Leighton Baines.
He's an honourable mention for me.
He's an honourable mention. Even he was in my top 10, but if he's not, he's honourable in it.
Out of those two there, the 2 for me, and they're both Arsenal. It's Laurent and Dixon.
Yeah, Laurent's definitely in top 10. He has to be. What?
All right.
Wasn't even a right back when they signed him.
Yeah, he was a midfielder.
Wenger asked him to play there, and he hated it for the first half a season.
Yeah.
Hated it.
Yeah.
So Ed is saying Laurent and Dixon, right? That's vote there already. What you man say for the next 2? Roland, who you have for the next 2? You already said Laurent.
Say Laurent, but then see, like everybody else, forget the Andrew Robertson guy because I don't. He's no.
People are gonna think there's a mad Liverpool bias, you know.
It's not
that
even.
Didn't make the other one either. It's mad, bro.
No, fam. It's not about Liverpool bias or nothing like that, man. No, bro. It's just.
I know, but it's gonna look that way though. Like
I don't
majority United fans are putting these lists out.
Yeah, bro, they should have done more, innit? They should have done more. 1 league title in 30 years. No,
okay, it's like this, innit? Yeah. The rest of them, I didn't actually watch to the point where I could say yes, definitively they're gonna, because it was just it's not my era in it. So
yeah,
like me, I would put Petrescu above the rest of like after that because of the name in it. Like that's how I would see it. Just that was the guy in it. Like I just
Dan Petrescu is also a versatile player. Like he wasn't just a right back.
All right, so you're saying Lauren
played.
and Petrescu, Edison, Dixon, and Lauren.
Petrescu's the worst player on that list.
Yeah, when in comparison to the others. And he was good too, but in comparison to the others, yeah. Lee Dixon, yeah, I think I'm with Ed on this one. You know, Lee Dixon. In that era, especially the first 10 years of the Premier League, it was Gary Neville and Lee Dixon, man.
Yeah, but
those were the two, right?
Lee Dixon and Lauren. Are you saying Lee Dixon and Lauren as well?
I don't know. I think I would like to go Lasso, but I really can't complain with Lauren. Lauren was also a bad boy, part of the Invincibles and that, like you already mentioned.
So that's two basically there. Lauren is basically secured. Lauren is secured so far.
Yeah, Lauren's in.
Lauren's in. Lauren is in, fam.
Yeah, for me by default it's Dixon 9, Lauren 10, because Robertson him making my list. Graham Lesaux, I don't care about him, and Dan. I don't know. Dan,
you don't care about the guy like what's going on?
Don't care about.
I didn't watch Dan.
Graham Lesaux.
I didn't watch Dan, so yeah, Dan ain't making my list. So.
He said Dan,
over 300 appearances in the Premier League, 40 odd assists and that. Played for Blackburn, Chelsea.
Bro, good for him, innit? I don't care about him.
That's cool. Kolarov can't get in here, fam.
Kolarov is what? Just what? Are they just? Do they just like him as a player? Are they just mentioning him?
He said no one mentioned him. He can't get in.
Big Roma guy, clearly.
You know what the hell? Oh, then is the
Kolarov.
Ain't no Kolarov.
I mean. If there was random flash in the pan ones, yeah. Do you know what? I was Moss will know. I was a fan of Silvinho.
Yep.
Yeah.
Brazilian. He went to Barca as well, didn't he?
Yeah. He went to Barca after Arsenal. He was only there for a short time, but he was. Yeah, I liked him when he was there.
He was alright.
So this is the main thing now. Number 10. Who is that number 10 player? Because we have Lauren in there at 9. So who is 10?
Oh, Dixon.
Dixon. Lee Dixon. I thought it was already decided on. I thought we already.
Are we all agreeing that Lee Dixon?
All right, let me. I'm gonna do the Stuart Pearce thing, man. I'm gonna do Stuart Pearce, bro. Cycle.
Just a spanner in the works, you know.
Cycle.
To be honest, both of them deserve to be in the top 10. Both Pearce and.
Like, there's always that one guy, you know, when we've all agreed.
I guess the only thing is, I think out of those is I think Dixon played until like 2002 at the top, whereas Pearce kind of went down a little bit because he was obviously a bit older and finished a bit earlier. So maybe that's a way to differentiate.
Ever so slightly, yeah. But look at his age, though.
Yeah.
He played well into his. He was
I know.
Yeah, he was old.
Incredible.
Lee Dixon.
Well, Stuart Pearce is in my top 10, but he's below Lee Dixon.
Yeah.
That's the way I'm working it.
Back again. We're back again with Lee. Man like Lee. Go on, Lee. Not Lee Gunner, though. Not that Lee.
Yeah, Vibes, this isn't like jury service, you know, bro. I wasn't like opening the discussion back up. I was just saying they both deserve to be there, and I had no issues.
Oh, no, I was talking about Roland.
You talking about me, no.
Oh, okay.
I was like, put Pearce back in there, fam.
Yeah. And shout out to Moss as well. I like some of the names on his list, man.
Moss had some good lists.
Yeah, he had some. Yeah,
he had a lot of lists, but
because that's one of the problems when we do this, isn't it? Like, I think. A little bit of recency bias and what we've seen and we haven't seen, it all plays a part. Great players in all areas.
Tariq's comments about Robertson, they kind of helped me out.
Recency bias, but you definitely were adamant that Robertson is in this team.
Yeah, Robertson for me is there.
No, Roland, don't worry. Tariq, his comment about Robertson assist,
it's okay.
He just helped my case for a certain midfielder in the next stream.
No.
No, I'm going by Tariq logic here, so it is what it is.
Everyone got their own thing in it. So
you can't listen to Tariq logic in this aspect, though. That's a bit mad still, you know.
I mean, Tariq's probably upset that I've got Trent in here, but
I mean that is true. Right, let me get the list here now. Put it up on the screen. Right there.
Just while you're doing that, Roland, Realist, two people. I'm doing it now.
Agendas.
Two people that I've got that you only probably Brush will know is Gary Kelly and Ian Hart from Leeds in the 90s.
I think Ian Hart. I think Moss mentioned Ian Hart.
I know Ian Hart, man.
Yeah,
I know
the free kick merchant.
Free kick.
Gary Kelly ain't getting no love. Ed. I don't think not enough people know about Gary Kelly.
Know who he is.
Do you know what? This is another thing, Ed, because some of the guys I was thinking of, I was like, you know what? Honestly, unless you're on the panel, like the rest of these lot won't even know, innit?
No. That's why I said probably only you.
Yeah, that's why when I was making my shortlist, I was like, oh, can I even mention guys like Andy Hinchcliffe?
Sheffield Wednesday.
Yeah, exactly. The fact that we're the only two laughing about it.
He said some cliffhanger guy, you know. Who the hell is that from? Some cliffhanger guy.
So it's one of them ones, man. You had to kind of cater it as well, innit?
Thing is, Andy Hinchcliffe now, people know him as a co-commentator rather than a left back.
Yeah.
That's the list, yeah, people. That's the full list, yeah. That's our full list.
That's why.
Do you all agree? That's our full list, yeah. Full list. Pictures and everything, yeah. I did a good job. Go on. Ashley Cole, Dennis Owen, Kyle Walker, Gary Neville, Aspi Laporta, Evra, Zabaleta, Ivanovic, Lauren, and Dixon. Anyone have any problem with that?
Solid list, man.
Nah.
Bro, color up was nothing like. Are you mad, fam?
Endor's getting gashed because of them long ranges, bro. That's it, fam.
Listen, if Robertson can't get on the list, I don't know where Kolarov comes in.
It's those long range shots and them free kicks they used to take, man.
Oh, but even if that though, Roland, if we're breaking it down according to that, like John Arnorisa, they're ahead of him, innit?
John Arnorisa.
If we didn't just left backs, Kolarov's not in the top 10.
Yeah, he struggled.
He can't do bad. Not even top 50.
I don't know about that. Now you're going too far.
Roland, we still with the here Celestine, you know.
Celestine will be above him in that list. What are you talking about, man?
Celestine and Mario Malkiat, yeah.
Both of them above him. Trash.
Yo.
I can't lie, you know. They can't say this is no United bias here because how much United players do you have there? 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, there's no United bias in this, man.
Yeah, man.
You can't do a Premier League era without having Man United players in. It just doesn't work.
And we had some Arsenal players in there.
Arsenal, City.
Make sure we have some Arsenal players in there, so don't be mad at us.
Arsenal, Chelsea players, in there.
It'd be like that. Yeah.
Obviously, there's a Wolves player in there with Dennis Irwin, so everything's good.
We even had an ex-Spurs player.
All right, so this is where your bias is coming out, Moss. There's Lee Dixon ahead of Neville, yeah?
Yeah, he said he hates Neville.
That's bias.
He actually said he hates Neville, so that's
bias.
He hates Neville.
That's bias right there.
I don't know what Neville did to you, probably because you man couldn't beat us at that time, but okay. But the hate for Neville, that's mad, you know, Moss.
Yeah.
Man say he actually hates him.
He was difficult to like, but it doesn't mean you don't respect him. That's the thing.
But he's actually annoying, you know. If you think about it, he's not annoying. Even his brother says he's annoying.
Because you know he's one of them. Because he's like one of them one club guys, isn't it? Like he just really support Man United. It's not just because I play for them. I actually support them in it. So I'm even more annoying. Man.
Ed, are you on Twitter, Ed?
No, I'm not.
All right, that's what's going to get sure.
That's a good choice, actually.
If I'm on Twitter, I'm saying Robertson's in top 10. So.
Go on. What you saying, Brush?
No. I was just going to give another shout out to Graham Nassau.
Forget that guy, man.
Listen, made the PFA Player of the Year a couple
But at this point, Brush is going to have bloody Ramirez in his midfielder list.
Do you know what? It was a shame that he went to China when he did. It was a shame he went to China when he did. He was one of
him and
Oscar. He definitely could have.
Rush. No, so Ed, correct. Oscar's the one. Ramirez, no, don't do that one, please.
And what? You don't think he could have played in Europe before he went to China?
No, he could.
Ramirez was like a kind of like a friend,
but the way you was talking about him, like
no. What you can't do is assume that I'm talking about any kind of top 10 in relevance to the Premier League.
Yeah, please don't.
He's not there.
Brush, we don't know anymore, you know. We don't know.
We don't trust you no more when it comes to your takes on these things, you know. You say wild stuff, man.
Oh, I say wild stuff. All right.
Yeah. You just not us.
Two top 10s, no Liverpool.
Yeah, who's the
no bias?
Who's the bloody cliffhanger bloody?
Andy Hinchcliffe. He was a left back. He was a left back for Sheffield Wednesday back in the day.
No, that
man like Andy Cliffhanger, fam.
That was 1994 and them things there, man. I don't know.
Yeah. That was early even for me and Brush.
I was 2 years old, fam. I was in Pampa.
Man say Andy Cliffhanger, fam. Never heard of him. Never heard of that guy. Some cliffhanging, brother. Yeah, so At least you man agree that it was a good job. This is a hard thing to do, you know. People that say make lists, this is hard to actually make, you know, because I was thinking about saying instead of Premier League, but I know most of us watch Prem, so we keep it at the Prem. But I was thinking of saying the best left backs, the best full backs in general. That would have been tough.
Yeah,
that would have been tough.
But yeah, if we were to do that in future, though, realist, can we please have separate lists?
No,
even if it's just a five.
No.
These combined ones give me a migraine?
No.
Bush, I've got a solution to your migraine. Got a solution.
Is it whiskey? If it's not, I don't want to hear.
No. Leave the stream.
Do you know what? That might be an option. You know, I might just not join because this is not good for my blood pressure.
But I'm telling you, bro, because think about it. You'd have people like Maldini, Cafu, Zanetti. Bro, think about where some of these Premier League players are coming in. They ain't coming in very high, you know. I'm telling you.
I mean, forget Premier League players. I'm saying if you wanted to do a stream just about like the best of the best, and that. My only thing is I'd prefer separate lists. So even if you wanted to do a top five, I'd rather it just be left backs on one list and then right backs on another.
Too much list.
You see the Maldini guy, yeah? Waffler.
No. And if we go to centre backs, what are you gonna say? Maldini can play left back. He can play centre back.
Listen, if you're good enough to make both lists, then you know why not? That's a debate to be had.
And if you look at it, he's gonna be top on the both list. You know, that's the mad thing about it.
Yeah.
I mean, Maldini did make a lot of mistakes in his career, then, according to himself.
Get you out of here, fam. Get you out of here. Yo, people, tell these man where to find y'all. Yeah, make sure y'all subscribe. What? 000. That's the opinion amazing for me. What are you talking about, Mas?
I think what he's saying is who could make the list in the future.
Estepinian after one season for Brighton like that.
He was pretty good at Villarreal though, but like I don't know where this is going.
Yeah.
Trippier, you could say like in the future
and for his age, he's actually still playing at that level and he's doing it effectively, bro. I can't lie.
Wait.
I mean, when he was at Atletico Madrid, fam, like even he was doing good things there, you know. He's unlucky to not have gotten that permanent deal, you know.
That's a Carragher right back, centre back, Colo Touré, industry.
That was a good.
That's a Colo Touré, fam. You know the funniest memory I have of Colo Touré, fam, at Old Trafford, when we beat them 2-0, and he handled the ball on the line, fam. That was the funniest thing I ever seen from Colo Touré, fam.
Like
the faces he used to make when he make mistakes was funny.
Bad mistakes.
His eyebrow used to kill me, you know. His eyebrow used to kill me.
That guy, fam.
That guy, you know. But anyway, man, people, appreciate you, man, for coming out and supporting the thing. Big up the panel. Tell these man where to find you, Roland. Tell these man,
yeah, people, come subscribe over on Pros Only Sports on YouTube. It's also the same on Twitter and Instagram. Big up, Realist, man. Big up,
man. Them, yeah.
Big up, Realist.
That. This guy here. Find him at a Taylor Swift concert near you.
Yeah, next year. 200 by the 200 subscribers, and Realist would do a chili chip challenge. But yeah, apart from that, you find me in the comments, innit? That's about it.
Yeah, shout out to you for getting Taylor Swift tickets as well, Vibes. Congratulations, man. I know you've been looking forward to that for a hot minute.
Yeah, it was a bit. I can't lie, it was a big milestone.
You can find this guy making sure you have no fun nowhere, so try to avoid him.
Yeah. On all digital platforms. Make there to add context and to annoy people.
No.
I appreciate Brush, you know.
Just for that word he said.
That's all right.
Ed, where can they find you, Ed?
Yeah, I'm always in the comments here, Roland, Tweet, obviously Tweet Talks. If you're not subscribed to that, get subscribed to that. And I'm here just to talk about old people, so you lot remember that football existed before 2002. I mentioned Dennis Irwin. He was that 1980. I know you did Vibes.
No. Wait.
But you also said I'm mentioning Lee Dixon because I know it's a name. So
yeah, I mean, we had bloody Cliffhanger and Robertson on the list, so it's one of them.
Bro, I can't. You know what? Yeah, I'm going back and find that moment when man said Seamus Coleman.
You go back and find it.
Honorable mention.
Put him there. Put me on.
You know what's bad, really? 2 streams, 2 clips of Roland.
The first stream was actually 2 clips of Roland in the Roland movie. Mad, you know?
Run them up. I don't care, fam.
What's the next one? Realist, what's the next one?
If you want more of them takes, come subscribe.
I tell you, yeah. Once
Nicky
we get
Butt,
the panel
Nicky Butt at centre midfield. That's Roland's next one. Nicky Butt at centre midfield.
Let's do it.
Yo, people, yeah. Once we can get all the panel again ready for probably the next one we want to do, I want to do DMs, Premier League DMs.
Ooh, CM, I like that channel, you know.
Nice.
I might have to start that channel still, CM.
What you all think? You agree to that? The DMs next,
Mm.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, the DMs is going to be an interesting one, you know. Yeah.
Get ready for David Platt.
Because then there's DMs that do the playmaking thing, and then there's the regular ball
Platt,
winners.
the one that got away.
This is where everyone's going to say Rodri and just pretend that we only watch football for the last 2 years.
No.
My top 10.
We ain't saying that.
Rodri,
No,
I'm not going to give anything away.
I'm just saying, people. That's why I'm off Twitter. That's why I'm not.
I'm not going to give anything away, but
wait, huh? Rodri.
I have a feeling my
Hold on.
number one is going to be different to everyone's.
Ed,
Oh,
let me just say
okay.
this one thing.
Well,
here,
the top
Ed.
three for me, I think we're actually going to agree on the top three.
Ed, let me tell you this, yeah, Ed. When we get to center midfielders or center attacking midfielders, there's one guy that no matter what we say, Vibes is going to tell you have to get on the list, fam. A certain Portuguese brother that plays in Manchester United, bro.
Listen, Tariq said Robertson should make the top 10 because of his assists, yeah? I'll say no more.
You see what I'm saying, Ed? You see what I'm saying?
We also lifted the Thailand
What
Cup
happened?
because of him. So
The what cup?
The Thailand Cup. Man really said the Thailand Cup, you know.
See Vibes there. Vibes is that guy, bro. People, we out. Vibes just taking the piss, you know. Big up everyone. Appreciate you, man, for coming to support. Yeah, we're out.
Yeah, take care, everyone.
Peace.
Big up.